The case begins in Weapon Lost Issue 1. In Hell's Kitchen, Daredevil begins working on finding Wolverine. Trapezing through the city, Matt meets up with fellow investigator Frank McGee. Matt feels a kinship with Frank, since both have been through something that affected their vision and turned their life completely upside down because of it. Frank wants to know why Daredevil wanted to meet him, and he tells Frank about his current case. Frank reminds him that the Inhumans were recently at a war with the mutants, and just because peace was declared doesn't mean they have to like each other. Daredevil tells him that it involves Wolverine, and he wants to know which one Daredevil is talking about, since there are a few wandering around right now. Daredevil tells him it's the original Wolverine, who is seemingly alive and free of his adamantium tomb. Frank considers the offer for a moment before agreeing to join Daredevil on his case. Frank does wonder if this case will go global and if anyone else will join them, and Daredevil doesn't know, but he has someone else in mind that might be able to help. In Brooklyn, Misty Knight sits at a bar that is currently being robbed. Grabbing a pool ball, she gets the criminal's attention by crushing it in her robotic arm, scaring the men away and making them flee. Daredevil soon arrives to talk with Misty, who before he even starts talking tells him that she's retired. Frank tells Daredevil to step outside while he talks to Misty police officer to police officer. Frank talks to Misty about his time on the Force and leaving it when he became an Inhuman, and Misty shares her own stories. Eventually Misty says that she's having trouble shrugging some things off that happened recently, and after listening to her story, Misty joins Frank and Daredevil. While in Misty's flying car, they talk about running down leads, and they need someone who can speak many languages, since this case is probably going to take them all around the world. Misty has an idea on who to call, and heading to a rundown house, Frank and Misty have to head in together, as Daredevil finds the house covered in heavy electromagnetic fields that throw off his senses, and he can't look through walls for dangers. Going in blind, the three heroes find the mutant named Cypher, who is enthralled in his work on the internet. Frank gets tired of waiting for the mutant to respond to their questions, so he shoots the power cable, turning off all of the mutant's computers. Cypher becomes mad, grabbing a huge energy rifle and firing on Frank. Daredevil, however, uses his baton to knock the mutant out. Later on, the three heroes take the mutant to a diner. Cypher is happy to be eating solid food again, and he says that he lost himself in the internet for a moment there. He tells the heroes that he can help them find Wolverine if he had a phone, so Frank gives him one, which is quickly used to find every bit of information on Wolverine in the last 60 days. Weapon Lost Issue 1 was the first of the Hunt for Wolverine tie-ins, and I gotta say I really enjoyed this one. I'm really glad that beforehand they released that each specific tie-in was going to be a specific genre, with Weapon Lost being a detective noir story, and it includes a really awesome team makeup that includes mutants, Inhumans, human heroes, and Avengers. The issue moved at a really great pace as well, with just in this first issue the whole team sort of coming together, whereas in books like this, like the recent Exiles book, it's taking them a couple of issues before the whole team gets together. So I'm really glad they got that out of the way and they can get straight into the detective story, which I'm really looking forward to. The good thing is it didn't feel rushed or anything, and I'm really excited to see what's in store for this team. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my newest video. If you enjoyed it, you might also like to check out my other reviews here on my channel. You can also follow me on various social media platforms like Twitter by searching Matt_FOS, or even join the Comic Multiverse Discord server and chat with other comic book fans, including myself and Joel from Cape Joel. Want cheap comics and trades? Head over to the book depository with the link in the description to get the cheapest trades and comics around, along with free shipping anywhere in the world. Until next time, this has been Matt of the Fortress of Solitude. Thank you so much for watching.